carpet all off the spiral staircase today, which is a huge thing. And Saturday, I'm renting a carpet stapler and going to put in the new carpet. That would be me. So this is great. On to the next. Almost done. Good Wednesday morning. Guess what we're doing today? I rented this kicker and I bought myself that little tool there, and I rented the carpet stapler, and I bought some staples, and I got my blades and new blades and gloves, and I'm ready to go. Oh, the one thing I need to do is get a Sharpie. So what we're doing, we're tackling this spiral staircase today. I'm gonna go ahead and put the carpet in. So a couple YouTube videos under my belt and 35 years of renovation experience. I think I can do this. I measured because I was going to put it in the middle. But as you can see, they didn't put the carpet in the middle. There's only 5 inches on the right. I've got 3 more inches than they had. So it'll go about 2.5 inches over to this side. So it's going to be perfect. I'm just going to follow their line. And here we go. Now, I wanted to show the carpet. I didn't show the carpet, but anyway, it's beautiful. It's going to match perfectly. It's a bound carpet on the side. I'm going to start it underneath the tread. They basically had it down to the baseboard, but mine is not bound on the bottom. So I'm going to start under the tread, and I'm going to end under the tread, and then I'm just going to paint the parts that are showing, so it'll look fabulous. So better get started. Well, first thing I got to do is start with a straight line. Let's see if we can make one. Got a nice new blade on my Sharpie. This one, they cut it. They didn't cut it very straight. So I'm going to go ahead and just let's see how hard this is to cut. I got a piece of sheetrock. That's a brand new blade, huh? I gotta get a little tougher, I think. This is probably gonna be the hardest part. Is cutting carpet. Better check my blade. It's because I'm in this awkward corner here. Seriously. Okay, let's get this party started. Okay, I imagine that this first part is going to be the hardest because it sets up the entire stairway. So I'm gonna nail it on the very edge here, and hope for the best. I think we're good. I have the carpet roll up at the top. Let's see how this nail works. Oh, goody. Oh, it's not even loud. I thought I'd have to be using earplugs or something. Look at that. Oh my God, this is so fun. So fun. So fun. Alrighty. Make sure that you got my little tools I bought. Oh, this is gonna look great. Great, great, great. Okay. One thing I do have to do though is I need to tuck these ends in a little further. I'll do that. I'll do that at the ends because the stairwell curves. So what I need to do is just leave that for the end, and I can come back and tuck that in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my first little one first here without being on time lapse. And from what I understand, you do the middle first. Somebody wanted $1,000 to do this. I can do this. Open the door. It's only going to be 70 degrees today. Okay. Let's get this done. Come back and put more staples. Oh, it looks gorgeous already. I don't know what they were whining about, the pattern. What about the pattern? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, now remember, this is the first time I've ever done this. So I am going to take my time. Go up the sides. I think a lot of times things are common sense. Common sense. Like, don't put your finger underneath the stapler, or take your time. Make sure that you have all your tools ready, not in haste. Okay, I wonder, I guess we'll do it right underneath the deepest spot here. The amount of staples I saw them use just was incredible. So I guess I better start stapling. Because there's no turning back now. Is there? Well, because the angle on these stairs is starting to change, the one step before here, I had to go ahead and take off a 1/2 inch on this side, and it's just really cumbersome to film this and do this at the same time. It would be easier if somebody was filming me. But that's not the case. And I'm cutting this carpet on a piece of sheetrock with a brand new blade, and I got to concentrate. So I decided to go ahead and staple the carpet to the stairs, and then flip the carpet upside down and cut it. And then I know I've got the cuts right, because these steps, they change in size so much, there's no rhyme or reason. And I don't have any like hordes of extra carpet. So I decided to go ahead and do it that way. I'm sure whoever does stairway carpet is probably going to say that I'm doing it wrong, but I'm doing it the best way that works for me. And this seems to be the most rational way. So I have to keep flipping this roll upside down. I tried cutting the carpet on the stairs after I stapled it, and that didn't work at all. So it's kind of trial and error. And I don't have room for error because I only have so much carpet, and there isn't any more of this carpet. It's like one roll, and it was just the right amount. I have extra, but it was just the right amount, and there's just no more of this. So I don't have any room for mistakes. I'm hoping for the best and to try and match the pattern as best I can. And I'm sure to be fine. Be better than that 1970s green carpet by far. At least let's hope so. Okay. The hardest part is cutting the carpet for me anyway. All right. So let me see. Oh, yeah, it's perfect. Perfect. Oh my God, it's perfect. Then I think what I need to do is, after I cut this, I'm going to have to cut this again. So I'm going to staple this to the back. Let me see. Let's see. So I'm going to staple this now to the back and then cut the other one, trying to match the pattern as best I can. But the pattern's going to change, so it'll be interesting to see as we make our way up the spiral part how it all goes. There's really no place for me to put the camera, so I'm just going to go ahead and carry on and see what happens. Well, what do you think so far? For somebody that's never put in spiral staircase carpet with a pattern that everybody was worried about, I think the pattern, I've had to cut these 2 treads, and I think the pattern matches up pretty darn good. You know, it's going to change a little bit, but it looks really good. Okay, well, basically, here's what I have to do. As the treads start changing size, because it is a spiral staircase, so you have a wider end over there and a shorter end over there. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting it under here, and I flip it upside down. So what I do is I'm going to measure to make sure I have my 3.5 inches on this side, 3.5 inches here, and then figure out, I'm taking off about a 1/2 inch on this side, and then a 1/2 inch on this, so it kind of comes down and it keeps the carpet straight. So you see how much bulk there would be? So I'm taking off about a 1/2 inch 2 times on one tread. It's working out. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I staple it to this point right here in the crease. And then I take my knife and I make a little notch where it's going to be stapled underneath this ledge here. And then I take my knife and I make a little notch on the side. And then I flip it upside down and cut it. Okay, so I flipped the carpet upside down. I had made the notches in the edge of the carpet so I knew where to cut. So I made a line with my square to the other side, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that now. It's really too hard to film, so you can just imagine me cutting it because I have to stand on top of it, and there's really no place for me to put my camera on the stairway. So anyway, I'll cut that. I'll staple it up here, and then I'm going to flip this carpet back over and figure out what angle it's at, and then I'll go ahead and cut the other piece and I'll show that. Okay, so I just cut this piece, and what I'm doing is I'm cutting it to fit underneath here so I can staple it, and then I'll flip the carpet up and figure out where to cut the other end. Okay, now on this one, because it's starting to change so dramatically with the curve, I have to cut it down here. So I notched this out, and I'm going to flip the carpet over and cut across here and kind of go from there. And then I'm going to have to take about a 1/2 inch off this piece that goes on the back of the tread, and it's going to have to go down so it can go down and meet this corner here. So I'm learning. Okay, so that's quite the angle, as you can see. There's no rhyme or reason to this, but it is quite the angle. And it goes along the back of that tread, which I don't know if you can tell what a difference it is. And instead of me trying to measure, I'm just doing it right on top of the carpet after I staple it in there. So it's just what I'm doing. Okay, that's cut. Fits perfectly. So now I have to take this big roll, put it back up to the top, flip it back over, and do it again. Okay, so basically I'm using the knee thing, stapling the carpet. I move the knee thing over, staple the carpet. So I did that before I marked the little edges to cut it. I notch off the edges over here. So now I'll put more staples in that in a minute. But now what I need to do is I need to bring this carpet down, and it's got to have a really big cut. So this is where the pattern's going to be weird. So we'll have to see how that goes. Setting up the camera, I'm right like in front of it. So it's basically the carpet is going to be down in that corner. And I got to make sure I have the same measurements on the side, both here, and figure it out. I'll figure it out. So I need to shut this off. While I do that, on to the next. Okay, I'm learning as I go. I have to go ahead and cut this piece here. So we're doing a little piece across the back. So I notched it here. So basically to make sure that it is straight across here and here, which it will be where I notched it. And then I'll cut the top of that piece. I'll staple it in, and then I'll cut the top of that piece. One little section at a time. Okay, so that's my little angle for this back piece. Let's see how it fits. All right, let's see how that cut went. I'm gonna move everything. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so basically, looks good to me. Oh, okay, so how does that look? And from what I saw, there's going to be like a little notch over there because the carpet's kind of going on an angle and it's not as wide. but looks pretty darn good. So I'm going to go ahead and staple this bottom part over here, and then what I'll do is I will connect it. So I see what they're saying about the pattern, but it doesn't look that bad, does it? I don't think so. And then after it makes this curve, you won't even notice it so much. Okay, so now I had to put a little notch right in that spot there, which if you look, that's right there. And then I have to put a notch over here, and I've got to cut it so to keep that same width. And then I'm going to have to cut the top carpet again. So I think it's looking pretty good. Pattern changed a little bit, but it doesn't disturb me. Okay, and then again, I'm going to go ahead and make a line from here to here and cut it again. So I'm not going to film this much more. You get the idea. So there's my line. I'm going to cut that. It's going to fit under there, and then we have to go ahead and do the same thing because all of these stairs now are wider on the right, and wider on the right and more narrow on the left. So it's spiral all the way up now. Here we go. Okay, we got one more tread. One more tread done, not one more tread left. I have a little bit left. I think I have 6 steps left. But look at that. Fits all the way across. I'm going to go ahead and knee it, staple it, and figure out the next tread. I had to get some water and take a moment. I haven't stapled that last one in, but not too bad for a girl. A girl who's never put in carpet or staircase carpet. I don't know. What do you think? You think it looks pretty good?
We can pack our bags and we just go, go, go. He said, let's go catch a flight. We about to stay up all night. Red eye goodbye, hold my hand tight. He take me straight to the sky. Baby, take me out to Tokyo. Let me catch a flight to San Diego, Paris, Madrid, or Tobago. Anywhere you wanna be, where we gonna go? Take me on a ride. Tell my girls bye-bye. Just touch down, show me around, then kiss me goodnight. We can pack our bags and we just go, go, go. I'm ready to party on the floor, floor, floor. With you, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Put me on the plane, I wanna get raptured. Click, click, these photos get captured. Signs in the sky, another stamp on my passport. Airplane mode, cause I get what I asked for. It's really good to see you. Hotel 5-star, cause we need to. Mountains, ocean, in the rear view. Suntan lotion, water so clear blue. Anywhere on the map, all I do is tap tap. At the hotel bar, let's call the car. We can pack our bags and we just go, go, go. I'm ready to party on the floor, floor, floor. With you, 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 with you.
Well, I think I have 4 more cuts to do. And it's really not looking bad, is it? For somebody that's never done carpet before, let alone spiral staircase carpet. Wow, I'm so excited. I have pieces of carpet all over the place and little things I've got to clean up, but I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think? Did it. It's time to clean up. That was exhausting. Check it out. What do you think? I think it looks great. Now I gotta clean all this. I'm gonna do that now. Time to clean up. Did it! My spiral staircase carpet is finally in. It's a miracle. It took me 5 hours. It's okay, considering that the guy who was going to put it in wanted $1,000, so that's $200 an hour. I'm worth it. It was really fun. I'm so happy.